Hello everybody! Welcome to the brand new series, AmpCraft. Craft happy. Well, let's try that again. I can't even see my mouse. There we go. Craft happy. Survival. With a terrible L. Redstone! Yes, this is a brand new series that we will be regularly posting episodes to, or at least I will be. It is, well, like the title suggests, redstone that you might actually do in survival. So we will not be covering things like computers or calculators or tic-tac-toe games. No, this will be actually useful redstone. Like this. But let's start with the basics. Let's look at today's topic. Regular piston doors. Not sticky piston, regular piston. If you can't find slimes, or the swamp is currently being guarded in your PvP faction server, there are things like this. This is, of course, the generic 1x2 piston door. You need to put something up in a hurry, or you just want to say to your friends, "Look, I did something redstone in my world! Yay!" You can do something like this. Wait, I totally messed that up. And let's actually turn up game sounds. Yes. Let's hear the lovely sound of pistons. And we need to make it louder. Okay, so that pushes it in place. You can't get in. Normally there would be stone right there. And I just destroyed a button. And I am a slow typer. Ugh. That pushes it out, and you can now enter. In. Out. And this button goes to this trail of redstone that goes to this repeater. And you can hit the top little bit of a piston to power it, or you can hit the actual body of it. So I was able to only use one repeater. Unfortunately, you have to go in the backside of the repeater, so I was forced to use a little excess space. Speaking of space, right now I will just be saying that I know that my redstone devices are not in their simplest form. They are not as simplified and compact as they could be. This is mostly a series about redstone theory, not simplest form. So, I am just giving ideas. I am not saying that I have the best version, or the most clean version, or the most compact version. And then over here we have the same thing, except on the other side. Now yes, you could hook this up to a demultiplexer, and all sorts of fancy redstone jargon, and make it so that you only need one button on each side. But we are not doing that right now. You can do that on your own time. Now, for this next device I am very proud of, because it is actually 2x2 Craftian piston door. It is 2x2. Yes, it requires gravel. I'm sorry. And this T flip-flop is not working. So, let us take this item out of the T flip-flop. This is the model of T flip-flops I have been using. If you do not like it, please give me another idea. I would really appreciate it. I'm looking for good T flip-flops. So, the door is currently closed. Let's see if I can open it. Ah, yes. This button opens it. And yes, let's look at the lovely redstone. Look at how big it is. It requires 7 pistons total. Watch. This is awesome. It is super fast. Yay. Pushes it in. This one stays extended to keep the gravel in place. And it pushes the two things and this back into place. Pushes up to get that back into place. Pushes over to get that into place. And then if we push down, it would only get to right here. So it needs to be gravel so it would fall down all the way. So for the input, I just have this button hooked up to this piston. A T flip-flop to keep this gravel in place. This piston to push it down from the top. And then down over to this piston. There is no delay there whatsoever. Now, to put it back, it's a little bit more complex. We have this going to this piston, which pushes. It's the second step. This one's the first step. I power the block beneath it, because I think that is the most simplest I could do. This is 3.0. It was very complex at first, with different levers, and you have to flip that lever, and then that lever, and then that lever, and then that lever, and it was a mess. So I made it much simpler. But still, it's relatively complex, for my taste. And then it readjusts the T flip-flop, and it has to power this one as well. Now, since this one has to go first, it has no delay. Since this one is second, it has a 1-tick delay. Or is it a 2-tick delay? I think it's a 2-tick delay. This is a 3-tick delay. And I think this is a 2-tick delay because it just needs to last long enough for this to push it out of the way, because then it can let the gravel fall down. And so that's that. And then my final design, if you just need to protect yourself from mobs, you can do this. So you're over here in your hidey hole. Yay, no, nothing can get to me, although everybody can see it in the whole wide world. And then you can go through. Well, I think that is it for today's episode of Survival Redstone. If you have any 2x2 non-sticky piston door ideas, please talk about them in the comments or send a video response. If you have any other ideas for simplification, or if you have a better idea to maybe eliminate this gravel, or to make this even neater, I would love your suggestion, because again, I am by no means saying that this is the most simplest version. It is just a theory. And if I have copied someone in this door, I apologize, and I will give full credit to them. I just thought it was a pretty cool idea. Thank you, and goodbye.